You are listening to Single Smart Female. This is Jen, explaining the possibilities in your love life and examining your mantourage dating experiences. I am here to help you do life and love on your terms by tipping the scales of love permanently in your favor. So don't forget to text this episode to all of your single smart girlfriends, and let's get started. Hi there, single smart female. It's your romantic fairy godmama coming to you today with a romantic fairy godmama quickie. Now, today's quickie actually comes from an event that just happened to me. So I was going to do another quickie, and then I decided it would be better to do this quickie because this quickie would not only help you, but it's going to help me at the same time. And I'm going to share some of my process with you. So the quickie is what to do when a man pisses you off, okay? And I had an incident that happened just a little while ago, and it got me kind of triggered because I didn't get the response that I wanted. And to be honest, I get a lot of the responses that I want a lot of the time. So yeah, I can get triggered sometimes because of the situation too. It did trigger me. Now, by the way, this can be used with women as well. This is not just exclusive to men, but I do like to talk to it in reference to men. So the first thing I want to tell you is, especially when it's email or texting or whatnot, if you get triggered all of a sudden, do not shoot off right away. Do not respond. You need to take some time to process, and that is perfectly okay. We as women think a lot of times there's something underneath it. Not only are we pissed, but we think that in order to fix a situation or something bad's going to happen if we don't respond right away. That is not true. Now, what happens if this is a situation where you're in person with somebody and it happens? You can, and they're requiring response out of you, you can 100% say, you know what? I need some time to consider what you said. So I will get back to you after I've thought about it. And keep it really simple. Don't explain more than that. Why? Because once you start over-explaining shit, you're diluting everything you say anyway. So just stand in who you are and say that you need some time to consider what this person has told you. Okay. Number 2, take your time to process until you're not overly triggered. So I'm going to go into number 3, which is going to help with a lot. Now, what I recognize even when I get triggered, which I don't get triggered near as much as what I used to because I go through this process and because everything I've learned about men, I still, if I do get triggered, I take my dear sweet fucking time unpacking everything because I don't want to just go be a hothead like I used to and just go into a situation without all of the information. Because 9 times out of 10, once we're triggered, our perception of things is off. All right, that is just the truth. And you need a few moments to unpack all the different ideas of what's going on. Unpack maybe what this person has said to you, and also unpack what you're saying to yourself in the story that you're creating in your head. So take your dear sweet time, okay? Number 3, this is the big piece. Once you start unpacking everything, understand that sometimes the universe is actually handing you something to consider. So in my case, I was told no to something that I thought that I really wanted to do in a certain way. And the first thing I did was get pissed off by it because, I feel like I'm right in that situation. But then I started unraveling all of this and recognizing there's a couple things that could be happening. One of it may be that this isn't the solution that I thought was the right solution. The universe is saying, hey, actually, I need you to reconsider this. This may not be the right solution, okay? It may be asking me to stand in who I am. And it also might be telling me that there's something else I need to be looking at, and you need to consider this before you just fly off the handle and rip this guy another asshole. And that's really important to unravel that because a lot of times, really good things are packaged in ways that don't feel great when we're first handed them. So there could be other opportunities here that I hadn't considered, and the universe is saying, hey, nope, I'm not going to hand that to you because you're missing something, and this would be a really fundamental and important piece and even a more fun piece, but you're not going to see it if you've already committed to this. So consider all that when you're unpacking the whole thing. And then finally, you're only going to respond when you're mildly to not triggered at all. You can respond when you're just mildly triggered, okay? But if you're at high level of triggerization, I'm just making up words for you now, then you don't need to be responding, okay? Same thing when you're dating somebody. If he says something and you get triggered, well, first off, you could be misreading the situation, so you need to take some time before you respond, but don't respond. The energy behind your response is truly important. So don't just try to say the right thing if you're fuming, okay? Or you're highly triggered and you're about to lose your shit all over him, but you're trying to fake it. No, take some time, calm yourself down, recognize the opportunities in the situation, and then from there, you're more than welcome to answer him. Hey, Lover Girl. Thanks for joining me today and texting this episode to all of your single smart girlfriends. If you have a question that you'd like to submit for on-air consideration or want to learn more about working with me, then meet me over at singlesmartfemale.com. See you there.